Hi, dear students. Welcome to the virtual learning. Today, we are going to continue the textual reading of the lesson, The Journey. Yes, in the first part, we heard that the author was going from his home after 6 months to his job, and he doesn't have any helpers to carry his trunk. So his father came forward to offer his help. Though the son protested, still the father did not agree to what the son said. So both of them started walking and crossing the hills. At one place they stopped. As the son got tired, he started having the homemade wine. When the son was drinking, the father also felt thirsty. So he asked, "I am thirsty." Now, in the second part, we are going to see the textual reading. So let us start. I gave him the can of wine. He poured himself a mug and handed me the can. He drank all of it at one go. He then arranged the belt that was attached to the trunk carefully on his forehead. So, this was the picture: my father carrying my luggage on his back and me following him with a tiny bag in my hand. We were walking up a narrow hilly road, and neither of us uttered a word, as if we were strangers who spoke different languages. I did not know what was going on in his mind. I did not know what was going on in his mind. From time to time, it crossed my mind that it was improper for me to let father carry the luggage. I wanted to tell him that I would like to carry the trunk myself, but my guilt and shame did not allow me to do so. This self-consciousness had probably to do with my education, the white-collar job that I had, or quite simply my pride. Somehow, I had the feeling that if I carried the luggage, my father and my people, in fact the whole world, would laugh at me and I would be belittled. Father had provided for my education, and I had been able to realize his dreams. My parents were truly proud of me. It was through me that they had earned a greater degree of admiration and respect from the villagers. My father would not like to see me carrying a trunk on my back, and would be very hurt if I did so. I concluded that it would be better to let him carry it. Father was used to carrying luggage anyway. He was stronger and more skilled than me in these matters. I had never got used to physical labor, having stayed in hostels right from my childhood. So, in spite of my youth and strength, I was physically useless. I continued walking silently with father. We rested at two places on the way and had our tiffin, but we hardly talked. Finally, we reached Dirang. The bus from Tawang had not yet reached Dirang, and so we had some time in hand. We entered a tea shop and sat facing each other. Father appeared tired. I felt sorry for him but couldn't bring myself to say anything. I asked the waiter to get us 2 cups of tea. Just as I was going to take my first sip, I heard father's voice. Do you have a pair of old shoes? Do you have a pair of old shoes? Why? I asked. The road is uneven and full of pebbles. It hurts while walking. I looked at my father's bare feet. Never having worn shoes, his feet had developed cracks and somehow resembled those of an elephant. I noticed this for the first time. I hadn't noticed that the road was uneven. I didn't have to since I was wearing a pair of hunting boots. I checked my wallet and so I still had around 40 rupees with me. A pair of canvas shoes would cost around 12 rupees and the remaining amount would be enough for me to get to Bomdila. My father protested. Give me an old pair. You don't have to spend money on new shoes. I couldn't convince him to buy a new pair. Reluctantly, I gave him the hunting boots I was wearing. I then took out my pair of leather shoes from the trunk and noticed my father's face lighting up with contentment. Suddenly, he looked at me and said, Take care. Write to us. Take care. Write to us. Father wanted to say something, but the bus started moving. I saw my father gradually receding into the distance. I saw that the road we had come by looked like a giant motionless rope. Father would use the same road to go back home. Simultaneously, our journey started in two opposite directions, with me seated in the luxurious seats of a bus and father walking back with weary legs on the pebble-strewn road. So, dear students, this is the lesson written by Xth-English The Journey.